Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe and turn your notifications on. I think this is going to be my first video that I'm going to post up. Okay, everything I'm saying about this freaking story is 100% true. Everything about it is real. Even the mistakes I made, even like, it's crazy. Just know it's real. I'm not lying about nothing. And I just hope girls learn from my mistakes and what I did. So I'm just getting right into it. So I met this boy on Instagram. We gonna call this boy Jay. I met Jay on Instagram. For a couple months, he was DMing me. Like, he kept DMing me, and I was ignoring him. Because I was like, boy, you know how girls be. And I was like, bye, boy. Stop talking to me. Stop DMing me. But one day, I got really bored. And I was like, I'm just going to DM a couple people back. So I DM'd Jay back. And he answered me. And at the time I was at work, and he was like, yo, call me. And right from the bat, like, we wasn't even texting for like 10 minutes before, like, he told me to call him. So he gave me his number, and I was like, well, I'm at work right now, so you gotta wait till I go on break. So I got on break, and we was talking, and he was like, yo, I really like you. I've been trying to talk to you for a while. And I was like, oh, well, okay. Yeah, you know how that first phone call be. And we was getting to know each other. And he told me his age. And at the time, he was 17. And I'm 19. At the time, he was 17. And I was like, oh, well, I can't talk to you. You're a young boy. I can't do that. Like, that's weird. But he was like, I'm about to be 18, like, real soon. Like, it was like March. It was like March, I think. It was March. No, it was April. It was like April. And his birthday was in like May. So I was like, well, we could be friends and stuff. But he still was like trying to come at me. So as like time went on, I started really liking him. Like, I was like, yo, like, what am I doing? Like, why didn't I just stop talking to him when he told me his age? But I didn't. I didn't even stop talking to him. So I started liking him, and yo, this is where it get crazy. We was talking for like probably like 4 weeks, like a month. We was talking for like a month. And I'm 19. I'm 19, right? And at the time, I think this after he turned 18, like right after his birthday, I had went to go see him. Remember, this is my first time going to see him, yo. This is my first time ever going to see him, like, ever. And I did some whole stuff. This is some whole stuff, okay? So I saw him. I wasn't planning to lose my virginity that day. Like, I really wasn't planning to. But at that moment, like, I really didn't care. Like, I was like, it don't matter. So I went to his house, and he was like, yo, take off your shoes. And I was like, and my toes wasn't done at the time. My toes was not done. I didn't get my toes done. And it was still kind of chilly outside, so I wasn't getting my toes done, only my nails. So he was like, I didn't want to take my shoes off. Like, I didn't want to take my shoes off at all. Like, and he was like, yo, you got to take your shoes off when you come in my room. Like, he ain't like that. I guess he ain't like shoes in his room, because all his shoes was like outside of his room. So I ended up taking off my shoes. I had Vans on, and I had like Thrasher Vans on. And I ain't had no socks on. I ain't had no socks on, so I ended up taking off my shoes. And like, he started kissing me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Get off of me. I don't, chill out. So he stopped, and we was talking, we was vibing for a little while. And probably like 20 minutes into it, he was like, yo, you hungry? And I was like, no, I'm cool. whole time I was really hungry. He was like, well, I'm about to go to the store. At first he was like, you could stay here, but he ended up asking me to walk him to the pizza store. So I walk him to the pizza store, and he was like, beforehand, let me rewind back a little bit. I told him I was a virgin. So he was talking about it while we was walking. He was like, well, if I take your virginity, what you gonna do? And he was like asking me weird questions, and I was like, I'm not having sex with you. Like I said, I'm not having sex with you today. Like I said, probably in the future. And I was like playing around, like probably in 2 years. Like, and he was like, yeah, all right. And I was like, no, I'm dead serious. Like, boy, you think I'm playing? So we went to the Chinese store, and he was like, when I get back, we gonna put on a movie and we gonna chill and stuff. So I was like, all right, solid. I'm cool with that too. And he was like, but what if it end up happening though? And I was like, what are you talking about? We talking about a movie, you bringing this up. So he was like, but what if it end up happening though? Like, what if it just happened? I was like, I don't like the plan stuff. So if it happened, it just happened. I said, but my thing is, I don't want to have sex with you. Like, I just don't want to have it right now. And he was like, he was cool with it. He was like, all right. But we went back to his house. And he was eating. And right after he got finished eating, he was like, come here. And I was like, he was like, come here. And I was like, all right. So I leaned towards him. Like, he started kissing on me. And I was like, I'm gonna give you all the details, the raunchiness about it, okay? So, that boy started kissing on my neck, and I was just like, let's do it. Like, I'm down. Like, let's do it. And he pulled in my pants, but I got nervous, and I was like, wait. I was like, wait, hold up. I'm not ready yet. You gotta wait for a second. And he was like, all right. And then it looked like he started getting frustrated. So my dumb self, I'm such a pushover, so I was just like, forget it, come on. So he started pulling down my pants, and I just let him do it. And he took off my panties, and I was like, I started getting nervous, and I was like, I don't want to do it. Like, I was like, I don't want to do it no more, please. I don't want to do it. Stop. Like, stop. And he was like, yo, what's up? Like, what you doing? Like, what you keep doing this for? And I was like, I'm nervous. Like, this is my first time. I don't think he really thought it was my first time. He probably was like, shorty lying. Like, she fraud. But I was telling the truth. So he whipped his yam out. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with that? I don't know what to do with that. And he was like, you supposed to suck it. And I was like, I kind of felt some type of way, because like, I know a part of sex, somebody, he's supposed to eat me out, right? But he didn't. But like, I was hoping he was gonna do that, like, but he really didn't. I was really mad, like irritated. So I sucked it. I sucked it like for like 10 minutes. And then he was like, he laid down. Well, I laid down with him, and like he was on top of me. And I was like, he tried to put it in. Like, he tried to put it in. And when I noticed, I knew something was like, I think like from his face, like I knew he just realized that I wasn't a virgin, because when he put it in, it couldn't fit. Like, it wasn't like, and I was like, ow! I was like, ow, that hurt so bad. I was like, stop. And he was like, well, it's already almost in, so you're not a virgin no more, yo. He was like, you're not a virgin, so just do it. Like, we about to just do it. So I was like, oh my God. And I thought about it. I was like, yo, I'm not a virgin no more. So I was like, well, let me control. So I controlled I controlled. So I got on top, and I controlled his you know what, and I was trying to put it in me. And it was really hurting. I don't think that was really the worst pain. And I told him, like, I was like, while I was doing it, I was like, don't push in. I was like, take your time. But like, he was trying to pam me. He was trying to pam me. And I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, that really hurt. I was like, stop. And he was like, yo, it's in. And once he said that, I was like, oh my God, it's in. So the first couple strokes was like, ouch. It really hurt it. But as he kept going, I was like, damn. I was like, this show feeling nice. It's feeling nice. So he kept going. And I was like, oh. I was like, oh my God, yes. And I was like moaning and everything. And I didn't know I was gonna like get like that. And then like I felt weird, like my tussie. It felt weird. Like I could feel like it was more wet. It was like really wet. But I was like, yo, turn the light on. I was like, turn the light on. And he turned the light on, and I touched it, and I was like, yo, I'm bleeding. And he was like, see, since I ain't never had sex before, like I didn't know, like right after you have sex or something, you gotta go like rinse yourself out and shit like that and stuff, which I was gonna do anyway because it was my first time. So I was like, I need to go wipe up. So he was like, yo, you really a virgin? And I was like, yeah, like duh. And he didn't come, I didn't come or nothing because we stopped mid into it. So we went to go rinse off. He was butt naked. I had my shirt on and my bra, but I ain't had no panties on my pants. So he went into the bathroom first, and then I went into the bathroom second, and I wiped off and like I cleaned my area and stuff. And when I came back in, he was ready. He was ready again. Like he was like, all right, this time like we're gonna try to switch positions. And I was like, he was like, we're gonna do I'm headed from the back. And I was like, I don't want you to do it, because I thought like hitting it from the back was like a whole thing, and I already was drawn because this is my first time seeing him and I'm fucking him. So he kept saying, he was like, let me just hit it from the back. And I was like, no. But I end up doing it. I turned around and he started hitting it from the back, and it was like for like 30 minutes. And this the part where I knew something was kind of wrong too. Like this was another sign, because after we had after he was finished, he nutted on my back. I was like, I said, I know you ain't just do what I think you just did. He was like, you said don't. He was like, you said like don't nut in you, because I wasn't on birth control. I ain't take no birth control pills, so I ain't really trust it. Oh yeah, and I ain't used no condom. I should have said that in the beginning. We did not use a condom at all. Dumb, right? Dumb. Luckily, he didn't have anything, but still, that was like weird or nasty. Which is, let me finish. So I was like, oh my God, why would you do that? And I touched it, and I was like, yo, and I was still bleeding. So, and he was like, yo, why would you touch it? But I didn't mean to touch it, because I was like, did you just on my back? And I had got up, and I was like, yo, I'm still bleeding. And I was like, I kind of like, I think I bled on his sheets a little bit, I think. And he was like, yo, like he was getting mad. I said, damn, I thought you liked me. And he started getting real mad. And I was like, I'm sorry, like I can't control it. So he was like, it's cool, baby. Like just so I went to go wipe off again. And then I came back, and we went a couple more rounds. Like we was going back to back. Probably like we had sex that day, probably like 4 times. And after that, We was booed up for like 5 minutes, and I was ready to go home. I was crying afterwards. I was crying. He was like, yo, what's wrong? And I was like, I really just lost my virginity to you. And I said, I don't know if you gonna rock with me how like you say you is for real, for real. And he was like, yo, I got you. He's like, ain't nothing changing, like I got you. And I was like, yeah, alright. Like, okay. I knew I effed up. I knew I effed up from the rip. I knew it, but I still did it. I think the reason why I still did it was because I was just ready to lose my virginity. I felt like I was too old. I'm like, I'm 19. I just turned 19 and I'm still a virgin. Come on, I need some peace in me, okay? I need a slice of that cake. And whole time I went home, and my hair was messed up. My mom was like, what happened? I was like, girl, the wind was in a way. The wind was in a way, okay? It was in a way. But the next day I told her, and she was like, please tell me you used the condom. But I lied to her, and I was like, yeah, I did. But we didn't. And I still went to go get checked out. I think I got checked out like 2 days afterwards. 2 days after I got checked out. And I ain't have nothing. And I got myself on birth control the same day I got checked out and stuff. Okay, so let's skip to the raunchy part. He had a girlfriend. So, wait, we was going out for like a while after that. After that, we was having sex. We was talking, you know, we was going out. We was seeing each other, stuff like that. And he was calling me his girl and all that other stuff. But I've had found out that he was having sex with another girl. Like, he was having sex with this girl. And I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know, like, at all. Like, I didn't think it was that. Like, I didn't think it was that. But he was fucking a whole another girl. And I was like, I texted him a whole paragraph. And I was like, yo, you so trifling. Because the girl DM'd me on Instagram. And she was like, you talked to him? And I was like, yeah. So we got into that. And I was giving her the time stuff. And she was like, yeah, that was my man around the time and shit like that. And I was like, dang, like, that's really salty. Like, I really got played. I really felt some type of way. I was really hurt. Like, I was like, yo, like, I was crying and everything. I think I'm just getting over it because this was in 2018, in June, the end of June when I found out. It was the end of June. And I was mad. I was tight. I'm just getting over it, so I'm just moving on. I ain't really, I guess you learn from your mistakes. I won't do that again, though. I know that. I gave it up too fast to be my first time. But one thing, I don't regret losing my virginity, but I regret like losing it to him, cause like he really played me and he really hurt me. But I just hope y'all learn from this and from my mistakes and stuff, cause I done did the worst. So like and subscribe. And put my notifications on, and I'll post more story times and stuff. Bye.